people who help others, there's the kinds of people that the caregivers that, help people on wheelchairs, people have mobility issues. And then my expertise, my experience is helping people with trauma and mental conditions, abuse, and then it does get draining. It does. If you work with a number of people in your life who are hard to work with, who have like failure to reason properly, failure to communicate properly, and then it does become having exposure to too much of that. It does get draining. And then the conclusion, the obvious conclusion I've gotten, I shouldn't have gotten all this time, but I'm glad I have it. I have to be discerning of who I accept into that circle of people that are in my life. There are those who deal with the pain by hurting others, and then some are worse than others at that. So there's real people that really cruel, know how to be really cruel, to the point of like a professional, like they practice, that they skilled at being hurting others, and then to do it intentionally in a way, like gaslighting is a way they use to threaten, to hurt somebody, because it just doesn't register as a crime. A police officer that just doesn't, you say gaslighting to a police officer, he says, well, go talk to a therapist, that's not a police matter. So then when you come across one of these types, then the hard reality of it strikes you. If you've been exposed to such a thing for too long a period of time, then you learn that you should be very careful when you're talking to people, and be able to discern when someone is like that, and not allow them into your life. Since that's the thing, the point of entry, you let somebody into your life, has to be very cautious and methodical. You have to talk to somebody, and I know now, all the signs, all the red flags, all the how to watch out for these types, and then not allow them. And also people who are too negative, people who just say no, that they just don't want to accept the help. The people who need the help the most are the hardest to help, and then the ones that just don't accept it, don't want it, and use the sympathy to exploit sympathy, that they ask for help, they yell for help, but then when you go to help them, they exploit you, either hurting you or financially try to exploit you. Right? Obviously you need to know these types, and there are a lot of these predator types out there, and more resources need to be available to protect us from them, and they do make it more difficult for the rest of us to get and receive help. The whole thing about like defensive medicine, doctors who are afraid to talk because they're afraid of the types of people go around suing or threatening to sue and stuff like that. Yep. Live and learn. Live and learn.